again. Good morning, people. Welcome to a new session, but this time we've got a CMOS 18 Audi S3. So a bit more fun today. I've already read the car. I've just obviously loaded in my base file, put a map pack over the top of it. So we're pretty much good to go now. So I'm going to show you the power of Bflash. Bflash is quite a new tool to the market, yet it is awesome. I only have to have one tool in the car because this tool also does the login side, covers a lot of things. So we've got CMOS 12 vehicle, so continue with that. Just turn the car around to get it a bit warmed up. We're on the dyno, so let me just log into the dyno as well. Wait for that to boot up, so that's on. Okay, so just going to go to measure engine power, continuous measurement. It's a petrol, turbo, manual, no slip, 4-wheel drive, speed hold X, 400 brake. So they're about 300 brake stock, but I want a bit of obviously view. Continue. So new driving trial, set that to 3,000 revs. It's a DSG box, so I'm going to switch it over to manual. Just get it into gear. Turn off all the traction crap. Get it into the gear I want. Run it in 4th gear today. Unfortunately, this car is running on crap fuel, so I'm not expecting massive figures. But let's still get it set up. So that's at 3,000 RPM. So I'm just going to set the dyno to the car. It's done. Right, into neutral. Right, now Bflash. Let's get that set up. So this is going to log the car to tell me everything to do. They give you some already, some things that you can log as stock. I like to look at the VVT, obviously the cam movement. I'll keep that one. I've got the intake runner actually. I'll have those two. So which timing maps I'm in. Misfire, I'll leave. I'm going to look at lock just because he's running shit fuel. So I'm going to look at that. Obviously, the more you log, the longer it, or the less you get data-wise, because it's looking at too many points. Engine torque, actual set point. You've also got the gearbox interventions. A few new ones on there, so they're constantly updating, which is good. You've got your breeze pressure. I've got all that. Pressure before throttle. Got the mass airflow, which I need. Lambda, high pressure fuel pump, low pressure fuel pump. Duty cycle on the low pressure fuel pump, torque, engine ignition timing, and all the usual relative stuff that I need. So continue. I should have temperatures on there too, I hope. Intake air temperature, yeah, that'll do. So that's all done. So the dyno is sat waiting for me. Now, because this is a 4-wheel drive car, the Maha outputs what each axle is doing, so this is really cool. So you can see the front axle and the rear axle, and this bar measures what each axle is actually doing through the run, so you can see where the car's putting the power, etc., like that, which is really cool. So that's ready for me. Let's start this off. So I'll start the login. I'll start logging the numbers and exporting that to CSV. Don't need that. Right, where's my dyno gone? Here we go. So I'll do a run now. This is stock run number 1 on crap fuel, so should run about 300 brake still. So let's get it into gear. 2, 3. It's already logging. 4. So I'm in the gear, flat out. As you can see what the axles are doing, front axle and rear axle. Nearly 50-50. It's about 60-40, 70-30 as it comes through the run. There you go, done the run. Just change gear at the top there as they do, because the gearbox isn't mapped. Obviously one of the things I get rid of when I map the gearbox on these is that shift change. I like to have control. So now it's measuring the losses on the two, the front and the rear axle, to give us a actual loss. So I'll wait for that to do, then I'll stop the logging. Finished. As it gets down to that grey line, it'll flick over. There we go. So 318 horse at 295 foot-pound. He has got a turbo elbow and a panel filter, so that's obviously give it a little bit of a breathing space. It's just quite a warm day today. 68.6 drag. So that's obviously measured losses from front and back. Well, for all the losses from all four wheels, being a four-wheel drive car. So come over here, stop, save. The amount of times I forgot to do that is unreal. See all the ones I've got before. So should have an Audi S3 one, at least a VW Golf R. Yeah, I got the Golf R. So new folder, Audi S3 MQB. Save that in there as stock run. I always like to keep these because they're good to look at against other cars to make sure that the car's running as it should be. So now you've done that, again in the same software, measurement, review a measurement, stock run, and you have your log. Let's open that up a little bit. Might lose a bit of resolution, but it'll be okay for this. There we go. And then you've got everything you need on the side. So you just click which one you need. So you've got the actuator, low pressure fuel, looks okay, intake runner, so it tells you when it changes between the two, set point, mate, how fast are you on the laptop, throttle position, all over the shop. So as you can see, even though you didn't feel that, the actual throttle position was actually all over the shop. It's not great. You got fuel high pressure, that's good, set point, actual intake air temp, running. So you can switch to analyze, running 43 degrees, so it's not bad for a 21 degree day on stock cooler. We've got the exhaust cam soft resistance, we've got the ignition timing. So obviously we're running crap fuel, so we're running about 10 degrees, 10.5 degrees. We've got the knock, shouldn't really be seeing any, we'll see a little bit. We auto scale this, we are running on crap fuel, so I'm expecting a bit of knock, to be honest. It's probably running all spark plugs as well. It's 15 plate. It's not the best, but it is running rubbish fuel. You've got lambda, actual and set point. So pretty much running ones until the temperature kicks in. It's obviously still got its cat on, so it's still running the cat fuel in. Mass airflow, which is important, and set point. So we're running relatively low, really, 806. That is quite low. I want to see what the engine torque is. So 378, 380. That's the torque request, and it drops off from 5,500 RPM down to 6,650 when it changes gear. We've got boost pressure, so we're running 1.1 bar, 1.2 bars. Obviously not a lot. And we got the torque from the gearbox. It's pretty much flat. There's no intervention from the gearbox through that then, just between the changes. So we'll look for that. So I'm happy with that. So we'll go to stage one. I'll put it on relatively low boost. I think we'll drop the boost. Let's have a look. There's a lot to these maps. Torque requests. They're all over the place as well. Like as I found, you get different things in different points of these tables. So yeah, 1.6 bar. So I'm happy with that. So flash that. Stage one, start. So we go to flash the car. So we go Audi. Simos 18. It's there. Protocol. Put it in park. Just car back on. ID. Right. So program ECU, continue. Choose the file I've just exported. So MPC stage 1 start. Not sure how long this takes, I'll probably skip this and fast forward a little bit in the actual video. Right then, that's all flashed. Took a whole 13 minutes and 1 second to do the first flash, which is pretty good. Any flash after this is done pretty fast. It's just the initial unlock procedure. So let's get back into it. So the car's now flashed. Key off, key on, let it reset. Turn it on, make sure it's all fine. Started, it's always a bonus. Right. Measurement, back to measurement, make a measurement. I was going to set this up, I was going to jump out the car to make sure the straps are okay from that first run. So obviously I don't want to be ending up in some field, so let's just get this warmed up. So I don't really have to look at as much this time, I should really have enough from what they give me. I'm just going to look at NOx just because they've got shit fuel. I don't really need the correction. GDI I'm not looking at, I'm not dealing with that at the minute. That's about it really. Cat temp I'm going to watch just because this car has a cat still in it. So that'll do, go with that. So I'm just going to jump out the car and check the straps. They're all okay. So let's make a start. So save that graph as Audi S3 run 1 respector fill run 1 stock turbo elbow 95 run fuel. Some more records. Okay, so I've got that. So repeat. It's all set up. We're all set up on here, so start that, turn the traction off. Sport. Obviously I'm running this 4-wheel drive, everything's still plugged in. There's no reason not to on these cars. They run perfectly fine. So let's get this going. So first gear, get up to speed. Second, third, fourth, and go. Start this for you, we can easily set up plugs. Don't really like that. It's very jittery. So just stop the log. Save the log. Same folder. Let's see what's going on with this. So measurement, review, stage 1, start 1. Power run's still coming down, ain't read yet. So 347.2, 365 foot-pound, so I've gained a good 70 foot-pound. Bit of a dip, I'll see what that is. And obviously I've done, what, 20 odd horse. Not that great on an S3, but let's see why. So I think the problem's going to be here, yeah. So obviously power isn't all about boost and running relatively normal boost. Cat temp's quite hot. Intake air temp has now gone up above 50. So obviously I'm running more boost now. The stock cooler's pretty crap. And then our boost is now up there. Let's get rid of some of these so I can see what's going on. So I'm getting a lot of knock, so I'm not going to make much power today. The boost is pretty much doing what it's told. Should be at 1.6 bar flat. It's running around 1.6 bar. Just going to get rid of the set point so I can see what's going on. Yeah, it's running 1.6 bar down to 1.4 red line. And the throttle now is much better, so obviously that's flat at 86%. These don't run 100%, you can make them 100%, but generally we're about 85. So 53 degrees, not going to make much power on this today, because obviously the problem is in the knock. It's running crap fuel. I noticed it's running fairly old coil packs, they're the G's. And it's pulling up to 8 degrees, so it's 5, 7, 8. So I'll probably make more power in this car by actually pulling timing out. That's not much good. Not too happy about that. So the actual ignition timing I would have thought would have dropped. Yeah, so we've gone from a good 10 stock to 5 by adding timing. So sometimes when you add timing, you can end up with less just because the car's going to pull more because of the corrections they've got in place. Tech support, whatever that is. So this car would actually make more power if I didn't add any timing. Fuel pressure's all okay. High fuel pressure's bang on. It's a set point, so that's pretty much okay. So I'm happy with that. That's alright. Ignition time, the temperature's up, and the mass flow, which is a lot of the boosters. These haven't actually got a mass airflow sensor, it's all calculated. That's requesting pretty much, as you can see, the mass airflow is pretty much running the same as the boost. It follows the same line because that is how you request boost, is by the mass airflow calculations. So it's running like as I've set it up basically. So boost wise I'm happy, knock wise I'm not happy. So a set of spark plugs will do this car a lot of good, and also decent fuel. Never take your car to a dyno with 95 on, because this is what happens. So what I'm going to do, I might just stock all the timing I've added. Let's go back to the timing. So I'm actually going to pull the timing out of this car. And the other. So I don't need the detail. Obviously I run off base files, so I set them up. And then adjust them as I need to. So leave that. I'm going to take out detail as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flash this on. So obviously minus the stock, minus the timing. So stock timing. To see if it runs better, which I'm guessing it should do. So flash faster this time. I'll just switch this off. Switch it back on. Programming. Audi. CMOS 18. I like the way they've got it laid out in ECU, so obviously I know what ECU I'm on. So I don't really need to know what car I've got to go to and everything. It's a much quicker way in my opinion. So CMOS 18, okay. Right, the second right's going to be fast. desktop. See, start timing. So just flash this on. I go through all its jargon. That skipped half the flashes because they were the patches for you to obviously to write onto the ECU. So this now is just going to be a straight program into the ECU. And I'll see what it runs with the torque's where I want it, around 363, 70 foot-pound. HP's down, but it is a warm day, and I've got a lot of timing pull. So I'm guessing if I take some timing out, I actually might make a little bit of power. That's it. So obviously the second flash takes 53 seconds, which when the first one's taken a good 13 minutes, it's welcomed in my book. So just turn it on. I'll switch back to login. Right, back on. Switch on, I want that timing again. Should be enough. Take the mean value this time. Right, to set the dyno up. Just going to name it. I always like to name one on here, so I'm going to call it stage 1. 8 degree timing pull. Crap fuel. 50 degree temps. We didn't really have much of a problem with it temp wise, which is quite good. We still hit the torque. So repeat, stop timing. So it's going to get back up to speed again. Set this off. Don't need that. Back to here. So again, front rear axle. It's going to do the power. Login's working. Switch it to ESC off, and let's start the pull. So first gear, second, third, fourth, and hit it. That's a run done. See, it felt a bit smoother without the timing pull. Still got a lot of timing pull here. You've got your mini-max. So obviously that's a lot cleaner this time. Save. Logs, Audi S3. Stage 1, run to stock timing to see what you're pulling. The dyno's still going, and 343 at 358, so it lost a tiny bit of power, but it's running a lot better. So measurement, no review, stop timing. I'm going to go to auto scale. Look at the knock. So 2 is quite bad. But they're all quite bad really. Still pulling timing but nowhere near as much. So turn the auto scale off. Just so I can make it analyse. So I'm actually pulling 3 degrees now, which is a lot better. So what I'll do, I'll probably end the session there, and I'll get the guy to go put some decent fuel in it and change the spark plugs. So now I'm running 5 degrees timing. Still pulling, obviously pulling more because I've added more boost. a lot smoother than leaving it in. So I'm happy with that to go. Obviously there's a bit of a drop there, and it goes again, but it is a lot tidier than what it was before. So unfortunately this guy's going to have to go away. That's better. It's going to have to go away and stick in some better fuel. Not much I can do with that, I'm afraid. You kind of have to work with what you're given. There's enough out there to know what you need to do. So if you bring your car with crap fuel, you're going to get crap results. It's just how it works. So I'm happy with that. I'm not going to add any more. So that is the end of the session. So we're currently at 343.9 and 358.6 foot-pound, but it's safe. Let's just load in. Graph before, so I made decent power. The graph's changed. You're just not going to make any more power than what you can make, what the engine wants you to put out. If you just want to chase dyno figures, expect a broken engine, and that is why. So I'm happy with that. Right, cheers guys. Obviously like and subscribe if you want to continue to see me working on different cars. I've got a TF aside to do. I don't know if I'm going to put this video before or after that one, but that's a KO4 conversion, so that'll be a laugh. So thanks for tuning in, thanks for following the channel. Buy Bflash because they're amazing and they make your life so much easier if you're really into tuning. There's other things we can do with this, which I don't really need to do at the stage 1 level, where we can input Bflash into WinOLS and see where I am, like I did with the emulator. Obviously I can't change live yet. They are talking about it, so I'm quite interested to see that when it comes out. If you want to see any other tooling and me using it like CMD or anything else, then let me know in the comments and I'll whip them out and we'll have a play with those as well. So that's it. I'll put a few videos at the end for obviously on the dyno and things like that, and that's me done. Let's go and tell the customer the good news.